Well, that's... Oh, I think I just landed on one. Yep. There's a tip for you guys. If you land on one and it hits it right away, do yourself a favor. Don't reel. All right, welcome back, everybody. I'm going to do this really quick because I don't know if you guys can see it in my sunglasses. I've already missed a sunrise, and it's going to be stupid hot again today. So this spring has been rain, heat, rain, heat, rain, heat, and like a few nice days in between. And yeah, I don't like getting up super early in the morning to beat the sun at 4 a.m. So yeah, hopefully today works out. It's supposed to be calm. I was trying to get like a sunrise overcast bite. The sun seems to be burning the overcast off already this morning, so we'll see what happens. But long story short, I'm going to try a bunch of top water today. I have many different options, and my goal is basically to just get a bunch of top water before it's 90 degrees outside, because yeah, warm days top water usually is the best time to, or that's the best time to fish top water. And then yeah, just one caveat. I want to know from you guys, comment below right now, what made you want to subscribe to this channel. I'm just trying to get an idea, and I've done polls in the past, but the thing is nobody ever answers the polls, and you guys probably see this here. And if you skipped the intro, I'm sorry that you missed out on why everybody's commenting below. But yeah, I just want to know what got you to subscribe to the channel. What was your favorite video? And like, do you guys like every video and stuff like that? Just trying to get an understanding of how my subscribers are, and yeah, try to grow a little bit more. So wish me luck. I want to go stick some big fish before I'm melting in the sun. Okay, so right now I have three things tied on. I have a plopper, a frog, and a little popper. There is some open water, so the whopper plopper could probably run through that. The popper will do real good on that. I'm hoping it stays just like this. It's just slightly overcast with nice calm waters, just slight breeze. But yeah, in the mornings I'm a glutton for punishment, so I'm gonna throw this frog for a little while and see if I can get something to go on that, because right now this water in this lake is up. So these cattails and stuff are normally in like 2 feet of water, but I think they're in 4 feet of water right now. So I'm hoping that has brought in some very large fish, and yeah, this will be entertaining if the lake is doing what it did the last time it flooded like this. Already seeing stuff feeding on top water, so that's a good thing. Oh, there goes one right there. I'm just hoping the Giants are playing today, because I mean, we got the right weather and everything. I'm gonna check the outsides of this stuff first, kind of work my way along it, just see if there's anything cruising the edges. But I am hearing fish blow up everywhere, inside, outside. I just gotta find the fish that's willing to bite the frog right now. This time of year, I don't know when you guys are gonna see this, but like summer frog fishing works really good in the mornings, but this time of year all the bait fish are just big enough for them to start chasing around the surface. So I'm watching for bait fish and stuff too. We will see what happens. Okay, what you guys didn't get to see there, which I know nobody wants to see me throw it a bunch of times, is I threw the whopper plopper, and I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a bunch of frickin' just weed patches, which is what I figured I'd run into. I was just hoping I wouldn't. So I'm gonna work this little popper around, because I can kind of work it around weed edges and whatnot. Plus it moves a little bit slower. And I didn't see anything come up for the plopper or the frog this morning yet, so we will see what it's going to take to get these guys to go. I just want some top water action. The water's like perfect right now. It's like 77, 78 degrees. What is that? Dude, no way. They are in here. Holy crap. Well, that's not what I was expecting. And I don't think I've actually ever caught one of these on topwater before. That's nuts. So, another place there's yellow bass. That's a new one on me. I've heard that they were in here, but I had never caught one before. Then again, I don't really panfish this lake. Might have to start though if there's... That guy was like an 8-incher, a little bit bigger than that, and you can smoke them and they taste amazing. Yeah, that's different. I was not expecting that. Okay, with all these weed mats around me, I have to throw the frog because I get that feeling that I'm missing out on fish by not just crossing the mats with the frog. Anybody else get that feeling? Like they just need to cover some territory that they're not. If I catch a yellow bass on a frog, I'll lose my mind. Oh, there was a fish there. Okay, I've been basically going back and forth for the last about an hour. Plopper, frog. I got this popper, and I mean, you guys seen it. The popper got me a yellow bass, which I didn't even realize they were in this lake like that. Somebody told me that there was a couple yellow bass in here before, but I didn't believe them, and now I have to because I caught one. So I'm gonna keep tossing this around in this open stuff back here. The way this lake's set up this year, there's just like random weed mats everywhere. It's not a very deep lake, so it's one of those things where you got to find the deep spots where you can, and got to figure out if they're hanging out on weeds or just by weeds or under weeds or whatever. That yellow bass was in an open pocket between some weeds, so if the bass and the northern pike are chasing them around, they should be in those open pockets too, in theory, which is kind of what I'm in right now, is a giant open pocket. There's no weeds underneath me or nothing, it's just muck. But yeah, there should be some fish around here. I mean, they can't all be gone. Okay, since this is the only thing that drew the biggest bite for the day, I'm gonna play with it a little longer than I normally would. There's so many weed edges and weed pockets and stuff like that that you need something weedless to get through them. And I have worms and swim baits and craws and stuff to punch with. I just want some topwater action this morning before it gets too hot out. That guy hit it as I was adjusting my hand, but I'll take it. Come here. That's a good one too. Oh, that's what I was looking for. And that's how you want him to eat a frog. Oh, that's awesome. Don't give up. Never give up. Never surrender. How long is this, dude? 17-inch fish. Dude, thank you. I was going crazy. I think he was just sitting in these I don't know if you guys can see him. There's a little patch of underwater weeds right here. And I cast it out into like no man's land, and it kind of surprised me because I twitched, and then I just let it sit because I was messing with my reel. And I looked up and I watched him suck it down, so good deal. Okay, there's one. Let's see if See if we can do that again. Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense, because there's like a line of weeds here, and then I know there's like a weed edge, so that's why I cast it out. But we will see if that's the deal today or not. Either way, apparently big long pauses maybe, because I think that was the deal too, is it was just sitting there because I was messing around up here. Biggest thing to do when you're topwater fishing or trying to figure out the technique for the day, really just pay attention to why everything happened. Sometimes you get it figured out, sometimes you don't, but that's the only one that basically swallowed it for the day, and I think it's just because it was just sitting there. It's just coming up on these weeds over here. I figured maybe there'd be something sitting by them. That guy was, 50 yards from him, 30 yards from him. But now I'm gonna be working my frog with a lot more pauses. I might have been working it way too fast this morning, and for whatever reason they're not active like they should be. But that guy was, so I will take it. I will take whatever they want to give me today. I just want to catch some fish and not get freaking heat stroke. Got one way out there. That was kind of cool. This dude just sucked it down. It's all in the paws, apparently. Good deal. Another frog eater. This one's a little fatter. A little shorter, but a little fatter. For a summer fish, that's pretty healthy. Probably because he eats frogs. Gotta get your protein in, kids. Good deal. Okay, it's just pause it and work it a little bit more deliberately. He was just in a pocket back there, and yeah, I'm happy now. That's two. Okay, little midday update. I think I got 2 so far on the frog, and I've been just kind of circling weeds and stuff like that I'm seeing. Anytime I see a patch of weeds, I'm hitting it. I've probably made 1,000 casts. My hand's actually getting sore here. I'm gonna do one thing that I don't normally do though, and I'm gonna go to this next weed patch that I sometimes get big fish off of, but there's a bog out here, and I'm gonna probably run the length of the bog until I get some really heavy cover. I don't know if the fish have already moved into like super heavy cover for the day or what. Like I said, it was supposed to be more overcast, but it's kind of overcast, but it was supposed to be a lot more than this. And yeah, cloud cover usually helps on my frogging days, but we will see how things go. I'm still excited because I got the 2 that were decent, and frog eaters are usually the bigger fish out here, so if I can get a couple more of those, I'll be happy. So all right, let's go try to peg down some more big ones. I still have to beat the 5-pounder that I've been chasing forever in Wisconsin. That guy came back for, oh no, I missed him. So I don't know if you guys saw it, but I just missed one, and then my camera died. So that would have been 3, but that guy, he came back for it a couple times. He's just kind of out here. I was casting at the that's like a bog right there. It's hard to describe. It's just a floating mass of stuff if you don't know what a bog is. Basically ground that's floating. That's why those can grow on it, but there's water underneath it. Oh, I just had something try to pull this down. Gotta pay attention now. I think I'm in frog territory. I'm hearing them everywhere. This is all a big shallow weedy flat. Like, it's only like 2 feet deep here, but the water's crystal clear. So here's to hoping there's a bunch of big ones scattered throughout here. I'm gonna work really slow and just kind of fan cast this whole thing, because it's so clear that if I start moving, I seem to push the fish. I can see them moving under the surface of the water because of how shallow it is. So Just taking my time. Got to slow way down. Not my kind of fishing because I like going fast, but I also like catching fish. There was a fish missing. Oh, that's funny. I thought my frog was hung up. It was hung up. It was hung up on a fish. Oh, yeah, it is. Ugh, definitely screwed that one up. Oh, I had that one. I don't know what happened there. I definitely felt hooks on that one though. Oh, that scared the crap out of me too. Well, that's... Oh, I think I just landed on one. Yep. There's a tip for you guys. If you land on one and it hits it right away, do yourself a favor. Don't reel. That's a decent fish too. That guy was not letting that go. Little 2-pounder. They don't get too much bigger out here, but when it's back in this stuff, it's just fun. Okay, so I think I figured out a pattern. I am in some of the thickest stuff there is on this lake. The thing is a lot of people don't realize this out here, is underneath these lily pads is about 3 to 4 feet deep. And it's usually pretty clear. So like where the pencil reeds are, it's still 3-4 feet deep. And there's not a bunch of weeds crowding the bottom like there is everywhere else out here. So I think there's a good number of frog eaters stacked in here. I just had 3 bites in like 10 minutes or whatever, 5 minutes, and then I caught the one. So I'm gonna keep picking at them until I get a little bit too hot here, and then I'm gonna head home. Let's see how many other fish are in the area. That was 3 right here, so it'll be interesting to see if they're kind of schooled up back here for some reason. Maybe there's a bunch of bait fish underneath these pads. That one, he ate it like as soon as it landed on him. So they're, at least I know they're feeding back here. But we will see if there's a bunch of them or if this was just like a little congregation of the 3 that were willing to bite. I don't think I got hooks in that one. Let's see if we can get them to come back. Oh, there was a bigger one. It's gonna drive me nuts, all these misses. Oh, what is that? Is that a northern? Oh, I think that's a northern pike. I think that, yeah, there's a little snake northern down in that freaking mess. Got me all excited. Snakes. I'm surprised I didn't get any more of those today. I haven't been fishing open water though. All right, so those snakes are the #1 reason these things get destroyed. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but there's little cuts all over this thing, and they're pretty tough. Like this frog I tend to stick with because they can deal with a couple of northern a day, but really it's rubber and it's northern pike, so that's what happens. But yeah, I was using my Apex 710 medium heavy today. It's got my Alexa HSLP on it, the 300. This is probably my favorite frogging setup I've ever had, and yeah, if you want to get any of it, it'll be all linked in the description below, and that helps out the channel. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I got out and just basically wanted to see how much topwater action I could get today, and I got topwater action, so we did good. Of course, right after I turn off the camera, I just decided to throw the plopper a little bit, or the popper, I forgot what it's called, but yeah, the little pop R, freaking 3-pounders crushed it. Okay, this is the actual end here. I'm just gonna reel in my pole and go home. I was just doing some little fun messing around with my little popper, and yeah, that would have been a really cool bite, because that dude came back like 3 times. The third time he like had the thing, he just throwed at it and was like airborne, and whatever. Next time I'll have the camera on, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, like I said, and go fish some topwater.